A lot of players in the country playing Division I basketball. Nobody scored more points in one game this year than you. That's the most.
That's crazy. Yeah. More to come for sure.
But Caitlin Clark did officially put out a statement on Juju Watkins on her Twitter X feed, and it's a fantastic statement. But somehow, some way, people that can't stand Caitlin Clark are now turning this into something.
Juju Watkins, a name synonymous with dazzling talent and the promise of future greatness, now finds herself navigating a turbulent sea of controversy. Her electrifying performances on the court, coupled with a charisma that has drawn inevitable comparisons to basketball legends, had propelled her towards a meteoric rise. But a recent interview, where she made a seemingly innocuous comparison to WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark, has ignited a firestorm within the basketball community. The backlash has been swift, fierce, and unrelenting. Are these the early, perhaps inevitable stumbles of a young athlete? Or do they foreshadow a career-defining moment, a pivot point that could alter her trajectory forever? The bold comparison that rattled the court. The moment, now etched in the collective memory of basketball enthusiasts, occurred during a candid interview about Watkins' aspirations in women's basketball. With a confidence that bordered on audacity, she positioned herself alongside the iconic Caitlin Clark, a player who has not only redefined the game, but also captured the hearts of millions. While self-assuredness is a vital ingredient for success in any competitive arena, her words struck a nerve, sparking a heated debate about whether she had crossed the line between confidence and arrogance. Was this a calculated move to assert her dominance, or was it a misguided attempt to diminish the achievements of one of the game's brightest stars? Watkins' implication that while Clark commands immense attention, her own skills were equally, if not more, refined in certain aspects, resonated as a subtle yet palpable challenge. What some perceived as a natural expression of a young athlete's drive was interpreted by many as a thinly veiled critique of a player whose accomplishments spoke volumes. The nuance of her words, the subtle inflections, were dissected and reanalyzed, each interpretation adding fuel to the already raging fire. Social media explosion. Within minutes, the digital realm transformed into a modern-day coliseum, where gladiators of opinion clashed in a spectacle of fervor and fury. Twitter, the epicenter of instant reactions, became a battleground for Clark's devoted supporters, who fiercely defended their heroine and vehemently criticized Watkins for what they deemed a provocative and unwarranted statement fueled by jealousy. "How dare she?" they exclaimed, rallying behind Clark's remarkable statistics, her exceptional leadership qualities, and her undeniable impact on the sport. Sports analysts, ever eager to dissect and analyze, weighed in, pondering whether Watkins' comments stemmed from youthful bravado or revealed a deeper insecurity about her place in the hierarchy of women's basketball. Even former players, those who had walked the same path, joined the fray. Some, recognizing the inherent right of an athlete to believe in their potential, defended Watkins' self-belief. Others, however, cautioned against the perils of alienating fans and potential sponsors by throwing shade at a beloved figure like Clark. The echo chamber of social media amplified every word, every nuance, creating a cacophony of opinions that reverberated far beyond the confines of the basketball court. The stakes, more than just a game. Watkins, accustomed to the glare of the spotlight since her high school days, now faces a challenge that extends beyond the boundaries of the basketball court. This misstep carries significant implications for her future, both on and off the court. Women's basketball, experiencing a renaissance, owes much of its newfound popularity to figures like Caitlin Clark, who have transcended the sport to become cultural icons. Subtly positioning herself as a rival, especially in a manner perceived as negative, risks diverting attention from her undeniable talent and placing her on the defensive. In an era dominated by NIL deals, public perception has never been more critical. Brands, seeking athletes who embody positivity and marketability, are wary of controversy. If Watkins is perceived as a player who stirs the pot rather than inspiring others, she risks forfeiting lucrative opportunities. Furthermore, locker room dynamics, often fragile and delicate, could be disrupted by this controversy, leading to unwanted distractions and internal friction. Every future encounter with Clark will be magnified by media scrutiny, adding an extra layer of pressure in an already high-stakes environment. Striking the balance. In the realm of elite sports, confidence is the lifeblood of success. Icons like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James have become synonymous with unwavering self-belief, but they also embodied humility, a crucial counterweight to arrogance. Juju Watkins has every right to project herself as a future superstar, but dismissing Clark's established brilliance veers dangerously into disrespect, a perilous tightrope walk where a single misstep can lead to a precipitous fall. Path to redemption. Mistakes, inevitable chapters in every athlete's journey, offer opportunities for growth and redemption. For Watkins, navigating this controversy requires decisive and strategic action. Owning her comments, clarifying any misunderstandings, and publicly acknowledging Clark's accomplishments are crucial steps in rebuilding her image. Allowing her performance on the court to speak for itself, silencing critics with her brilliance, will gradually shift the narrative back in her favour. Perhaps the most effective strategy would be to extend an olive branch, acknowledging Clark's talent, whether through congratulatory messages or genuine praise. This could redefine her image, transforming her from a perceived antagonist to a respectful competitor. Juju Watkins stands at a crossroads, a defining moment that will shape her legacy. Turning this adversity into a learning opportunity could pave the way for her future success. A defining moment for a future star. Juju Watkins embodies the promise of a new generation of basketball talent, a beacon of hope for the future of the sport. As she navigates this current controversy, she must remember that her choices will define not only her career, but also her legacy. This moment, though seemingly critical, does not have to be the endpoint of her journey. The ball is now firmly in Watkins' court. Will she rise above the noise, reclaim her narrative, and use this moment to step into her spotlight? Or will this become an echoing misstep, a cautionary tale that lingers long after the final buzzer? The world is watching, waiting to see how she responds, how she evolves, and how she ultimately defines her place in the annals of basketball history. Did Juju Watkins just create an obstacle she cannot overcome? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more basketball drama.